Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Crusader Kings 3 Angevin Dreams. So last time, we repelled a Northman adventure conquest of Neustria with the aid of our ally King Dietvin of East Francia. We also attended King Louis IV's tournament, where we won both the horse race and, to my great surprise and delight, we won the recital as well. And also, the military buildup. We finally got the innovation we had been working on. This is religion, not culture. There's culture. We finally got mustering grounds. So we've upgraded most of our regiments, our men-at-arms, and we've got a second unit of light horsemen that we're working on. We've become a much more militarily strong king. King Eudes I may have won the kingdom, but Eudes II is definitely solidifying it. Artifacts have low durability. Favorable lady. How long is that? 4 years? What would it take to repair it? 63 gold? But it gives plus renown. That's worth it. I really wish I could reforge it and put it in my throne room. Why does it always say reforge or repair, but not actually give you the choice? I'll go ahead and spend the money to repair my favor of a lady. Oh, it only lasts for 12 years? That's going to be expensive if I want to keep it around. My initials necklace is about to slip away. It was a gift from my wife during our wedding. Oof. Well, she should have given me something with more durability. My father's weapons in combat? That definitely needs to be repaired. I could reforge it. It even tells me how much it would cost to reforge it, but then it doesn't give me the option of reforging it. But no, I will definitely repair that. It lasts for 72 years, and it's probably overall my best one right now. Oh, a Wrath for Anjou. That's definitely one I'd want to reforge. Oh, what's this? Count Fernand's Grand Tournament. Another Grand Tournament! Where is this? Montpellier? Where is his Grand Tournament? Ah, this is down in Languedoc. Is that Languedoc now? I would get there about a little less than a month ahead of time. What if I don't make haste? That wouldn't make a difference. Making haste would get me a few more days. No, we'll make haste. It should give us one more activity, I think. Yes, let's join Count Fernand's Grand Tournament. I just got home from a grand tournament, but I'll go to another one. What events are involved here? Ah, a melee. Excellent. Would love to get more foot Hestelooter experience. I mean, 3 lets me get larger men-at-arm regiments, and more knights. Grand Tournament, a fresh start. Excellent, let's travel. Oh, I'm pretty much traveling across the lands of my vassals. Until we get out there to Languedoc. I could sway him a bit. I could possibly make him my vassal. The massive chopping block in the middle of the logging camp of La Marche has been seen much use. It looks like it's always been there, even before man walked this earth. My shoulders are tense and my forearm trembles slightly from built-up stress as I approach the magnificent wooden trunk. I carefully place a piece of discarded timber at the podium, and in one swift motion I raise my axe. Hurrah! 38% chance I lose 155 stress. 55 chance I get sore muscles for 5 years and lose 47 stress, or 5% trait chance I gain the trait maimed. No, manual labor is beneath me. I'm not that stressed right now. I mean, I'm stressed, but I'm not... Oh, of course, this one. Where every option will give me stress, but the least stressful is where we invite this person to, oh yes, this married lady to join our court to be with our knight. My knight Joffrey is in love with, at least she's not, like, is she the ruler's spouse? No, she is at least this is the wife of someone unlanded. No, we have room in our court to welcome both of you. I'd understand Gallant allowing me to start a romance scheme against something if I were unmarried, but I think as a married man it's very ungallant to do so. But whatever, we have enough room in our court to welcome both of you. Yay, I'm overwhelmed by stress. Excellent. How's my relationship with Barcelona? He's actually closer. Yes, let me start swaying Duchess Algaberga. Mental break. Imposter. Let's see. I need to be alone to think about this. I will scourge myself. I'm just as good as the rest. I gain 40 stress. Let's see, this one, I'm already reclusive, so it's not like I'd be gaining that trait. Yeah, I'll lose 47 stress. I'll seclude myself a bit while we're traveling. Travel, the language barrier. It seems that our caravan master has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Taman has been trailing us around Ventador for hours, and though he at last swallowed his pride and asked for directions, he does not appear to be an expert Doc-Vulgar speaker. Fortunately, I am fluent in Doc-Vulgar. I gain 75 prestige, and we gain 7 days progress towards the next destination. That's awesome. Tournament arrival. I have arrived at the site of the tournament here in Montpellier. Though not all the revelers have arrived yet, throngs of people wander through colorful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There is no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at absolutely any cost. I can't wait for it to start. Alright. 43 days, so I should be able to hit 3 things. Let's hit the tourney grounds. Restless while waiting for the contest to begin, or simply eager to exhibit his skill, my knight, Rorgan de Crith, has proclaimed a passage of arms at the outskirts of Montpellier. If any able-bodied knight wishes to pass, let them face me or be disgraced. It is said he keeps the spurs of all he defeats, and any lady who wishes to pass unescorted must leave a token to be reclaimed later on her behalf. Now that is a knight. Let's see, I gain 75 prestige, or this foolishness is forbidden. No, that's fine. Now that is a knight. Now, it's been a while since I've visited a tent camp. We'll do that next. A small crowd has gathered around a passionately orating Count Pepin. They seem to be listening intently. How did I get this impressive, you ask? He laughs. I've fought in war and led armies against mighty foes. Let me tell you of when my claim war against Guillaume ended in victory. Almost half an hour passes, but it feels like mere seconds. He sure knows how to spin a tale. This will help me in the upcoming contests. I wish I was able to speak publicly like that. I would increase my diplomacy by 2 and gain 20 stress. Or I think I learned something from this. 90% chance I get 100 martial lifestyle experience, or 10% chance to increase my martial by 1. No. I wish I was able to speak publicly like this. It will give me 20 stress. But it would also give me it would increase my diplomacy by 2. Yes, I wish I was able to speak publicly like that. I don't know, dude, you did win the last recital competition. Got your diplomacy up to 10 now. Excellent. I mean, yes, some of that is temporary from other things, but not all of it. We'll go to the village next. Or should I go to the artisan's quarters? I'm not exactly doing great financially right now. We'll go to the village. A visit to Montpellier was exactly what I needed to relax before the contest. As I promenade through the streets, I see local children emulating a battle, using sticks as their weapons, and yelling some for the honor of my house and multiple "Arg!" I stopped to admire one of the most prominent buildings, proudly standing in the middle of the square. As I inspected a bit closer, however, I quickly noticed some ancient inscriptions. Wait, is that Latin? I gain 150 prestige. This stone would make fine walls back home. I become the owner of ancient plaque. Okay, which is a trinket that would give me plus 20 prestige. I don't need any prestige trinkets right now, or we must keep learning from them. The development progress of County Anjou will increase by 20%. Said this was exactly what I needed to relax. I was hoping there would be one option that would have me lose stress. We must keep learning from them. Yes, increasing development in Anjou is definitely a plus. Melee contest begins. A clear divide has been drawn between the two teams, who stand across from each other, taunting as they prepare their equipment and whisper plans. Horses are readied in the background, the chargers whinnying and haranguing. It will be a brutal day's work. Count Manasses and 3 of your other knights entered Count Ferran's melee contest. I gained 105 prestige. Okay. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned, drifting across the giant breeze. That could be a good sign or a bad one. Glory will be ours. Oh, I'm the favored contestant. Amidst the blood and thunder of the melee, it is almost impossible to keep your bearings. The mass of competitors heave and sway an uncontrollable pile of humanity. Woe betide anyone who should stand in its way. Of course, an unfortunate peasant need only move aside with haste to avoid the brawl. The issue is a little more pronounced, I consider, when the victim is a building. The melee has spilled over into Montpellier proper, and even now I can see contestants from both sides ripping off pieces of building facade to use as rudimentary shields or even missiles. I fancy I can even hear the crackling of flames in the middle distance. Let's see, enough. Truce. 32%, my score increases slightly, gain 75 prestige. 67%, it decreases, and holding of Montpellier gets village destroyed for 10 years. Or perhaps it is time to leave. Holding of Montpellier gets village destroyed for 10 years. No, perhaps it is time to leave. The melee royals battering away at me. I am thrown this way and that, trying to give as good as I get. Swords rent armor, spears clink off the metal roundels of shields. One such weapon whips through my vision, aimed at my head. I barely manage to dodge, whirling my Catalan sword around to deflect a lucky escape. I turn to brandish the sword once more, only to find that it was knocked entirely from my grasp. It falls to the dusty ground, kicked hither and thither by the straining combatants. Arg, my weapon, 58% chance I retrieve it, or it'll have to wait till later. I gain 17 experience, but my score decreases slightly. It'll have to wait for later. That experience is worth it though. If I can get that maxed, those bonuses are ridiculous. The shadows loom long as the battle wears on, the fray shrinking as contestants limp away. Wheeling my horse, I think back to what transpired so far, such as when the mayor of the local settlement was incensed after a brawl spilled over into its streets. Events are clearly coming to a head as tired battle lines are drawn up once more. The opportunity to stamp my mark on this contest is now. I will win a soldier's victory. With me to 91% chance. No, as usual, my best option is I will win a soldier's victory. The ploy was a stunning blow. The tides shift in my team's favor, multiple riders breaking free as we overwhelm their flank, racing away towards the opposition's camp. We can only hope they reach it before the same happens to us. It is almost impossible to call which side is closest to prevailing. There is still all to play for. I can see heralds begin to make their way on the field to signal the conclusion of the event. The end draws near. One more push. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and one team's limelight is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, truly spirited competition, we have our winners. Prince Raoul's team beat King Yude's in the contest. I couldn't lead my team to victory this time. What a chaotic sport. That's okay, though. Let's see. Contestants on the losing team gain 35 prestige, and melee participant for 5 years. What a chaotic sport. Look, the experience is worth it even when we lose. Grand tournament conclusion. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. Prince Raoul's team carried the day in the melee. I was unable to win a contest. I look forward to the next one, though. What a great occasion. All qualifying acclaimed knights gained 10 glory. I gained 9 experience in horse and 6 experience in foot, on top of the other experience I gained. What a great occasion. Finish Grand Tournament. Okay, so let me take a look at this real quick. That put me at 100 experience in foot. Sweet. That gives me prowess per stress level plus 4. So if I become stressed, I'll gain another 4 prowess. Number of knights plus 2, and size of men-at-arms regiments plus 2. I have 18 knights. I'm a king in the early medieval era. Just a king. I mean, a king of 2 kingdoms, but a king. And I have 18 knights. Let's see, one of my acclaimed knights is at rank 4 glory. And the other is at rank 3. Excellent. What does this one give me? Knight army modifiers, army damage plus 20%. Venator, hunter, trait experience gain plus 25%. Unlocks. You and your primary heir may gain the hunter trait every few years. Reduced hunt power. Cool. How about my knight, my heathen scourge? Monthly prestige per dread plus 0.2%. Levy reinforcement rate plus 10%. Excellent. What's my knight effectiveness like right now? 207%. My weakest knight has 9 prowess. That's not bad, especially considering I have 18 knights. Ah, another knight stuck in his armor. Consider the armor gone for a price. I can increase the size of my regiments to 7. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He is certain that my caravan leader, Taman, is scheming against my knights, Sorkir. Let the traitor be known, throw him in jail. Whether true or not, I will not accuse Taman. I don't know why he would want to kill my knight. Don't know what sort of rivalry these two have. But whether true or not, I will not accuse Taman. That's kind of beneath me. And I gained 11 more experience in Wanderer. Thank God I can go inside again. My regency ended. Pan de Loire gained 150 prestige. Oh, that's right. My heir, is usually my regent. When he's old enough. I should land him. I really should. I don't really have any land to spare right now, though. I would love to increase the size of my regiments, but I think the time has come for some form of conquest. How is my relationship with Barcelona? A little better. Let's see if I can offer vassalage yet. No. Okay. I can't afford to send her a gift. How about an artifact? No, not my French book about books. I'm not sending her my initials necklace. That would grow over great with my wife. No, but, my Wrath Franjou that I never use? Would only gain 1 opinion of me, though. Not worth it then. things with Languedoc. Oh, my daughter is unmarried now. I could marry her to his son. Yes. Send the proposal. Alliance formed with Duchess Algaberga of Barcelona. Excellent. Fortunately, that didn't. Ah, yes. She'll accept if I go with low feudal obligations. And that was the whole point. Offer vassalage. Let Barcelona return to Aquitaine. It has been far too long. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I accept your gracious offer of vassalization, my liege. Signed, Duchess Algaberga of Barcelona. Oh, and you would make a fantastic marshal. Excellent. You're better than Count Gralon. He's not a powerful vassal. So yes, Duchess Algaberga of Barcelona, you are now my marshal. I need you to increase increase control where? Take 5 years there? You know what? None of my direct territory needs it, so it doesn't need to happen. Train commanders, organize army. No, organize army. Oh, manage royal guards would increase knight effectiveness. Could also mess with hostile schemes. That's neat. I'm probably getting ready to declare a war. Yeah, manage royal guards. King's Copsiege Grand Tournament? Where is that? King Copsiege, the Bald of England. A recital and wrestling. Interesting. High Chiefess Anlaith's Grand Tournament? What's that one? Just wrestling. I might not get there in time. Oh, it's way up in Moray. That's a long way to go. Duke Baki of Monlorca? Oh! Ah! My new vassals have claims. Got it. Alright, so I want to go to England. Oh, it's in white? It's like they're trying to make it easy for people across the channel to get there. It's on the Isle of Wight? Really? Let's see. In case I'd get there on the 3rd of October for something that's on the 20th of November. What if I don't? Oh, that's just what it would be normally. Okay, what if I make haste then? I'd get there 28th of September. How about if I hire experienced captains as well? Still 28th of September. Oh, but it's less dangers on sea. Okay. Although, I'm not really encountering... Oh wait, there are dangers there. Yeah, let's get the experienced captains. It's worth it. I don't need to customize my route, that's perfect. Yeah. Join King Copsie's Grand Tournament. Our eventual war with West Francia is put on hold for now. See that. Grand Tournament, a fresh start. I suppose we must. Yes, we must. It's a recital in wrestling, right? I'm not gonna make triumph my thing here. Recruit, murder, seduce, befriend. Recreation. Yes, I'm here for recreation. I will participate, but I'm not bent on winning things. It's fun to win, but it's not necessary. I can't wait for it to start. 53 days. Nice. Let's hit up the tourney grounds. That's always our first stop. Skills? Okay, let's see. My knights stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. Sorkvir and myself stand before all. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught, urges Sorkvir. Together we represent the king. Let us together prepare for our glories. He turns to me, eyes gleaming. Command us. Let's see. Skills? We are here to be seen. I lose stress. The Heathen Scourge and the Knight of Conquest both gain 50 glory. To your saddles, draw your swords. Let's see. That would involve gaining foot and horse experience, or knights prove your keenness, both of eye and mind. Let's see. Gain experience in wit and bow. Yeah, I could use experience in those. Or best them all, Sorkvir now. He would gain 100 glory, I gain 16 experience. Oh no, he gains 16 experience in foot. Oh, and he may gain an impressive nickname. No, knights prove your keenness, both of eye and mind. Oh, I'm on track to qualify for the recital. Cool. Okay, so I already have... So that puts me up at 1 bow. So that's a small health boost. And I've got 1 horse, so that's monthly prestige, and I'm not quite at 1 for wit yet. I have 20 out of the 30 needed. So total from Hastaluder right now, I'm gaining 1 martial, 2 prowess, 4 prowess per stress level, a small health boost, monthly prestige plus 5%, number of knights plus 2, size of men-at-arms regiments plus 2, and opinion of Hastaluder characters plus 10. Wow. I mean, one day I'd like to host my own grand tournament, but if my neighbors are willing to keep spending money doing this, I am willing to keep spending money doing other things to benefit my realm in the long run. Oh, I'm only going to get to visit 2 more things. Alright, artisan quarters. I could get decoration on my fake papal tiara. I could get, what's that, a glass orb. Here, keep up the good work. Okay, I find Clotaire cutting a piece of cloth. A couple of tables have been disposed to display his work. Stockings and head coverings, hoods and sleeves. Opposite a hearth lightly burns. Are you looking for something to adorn your attire, my lord? I can see you've also brought certain artifacts from the capital. If I may, I've always wanted to examine the Angers master's work. Well, I didn't actually get this from Master in Angers, but let's see, I would pay him 15 gold, and fake papal tiara gets decorative ribbon, which would give it prestige plus 15%. I mean, plus 0.15 per month. On top of its other bonuses, that's excellent. Yes, actually, my fake papal tiara could use some decoration. I think we'll go to the tavern now. I sit in the tavern with a small group of courtiers. I saw that gallant knight holding someone's sign, one of them whispers, and I quickly get lost in my own thoughts, observing the flickering of candles. As I take a swip of wine, I reminisce about the time I got married to Queen Timbor in a grand wedding, broadly smiling. Do you want to hear a real story? I ask, turning to my companions. Let's see, it's the perfect moment for some uplifting conversation. I draw closer to forming a friendship with Philomena de Brescia. She gains 15 opinion of me, or I need to make sure I look good. I increase my score moderately and gain 40 stress, or I just want to keep drinking and I lose 101 stress. I would lose all my stress. Or grow closer to forming a friendship with someone. Nope, I just want to keep drinking. That's why I was here, to relieve my stress. The entrance mill about the main tent, warming up vocal cords and memorizing stanzas as the crowd fills the amphitheater. A newcomer called Charles, heretofore unknown among the poets and bards of England, has garnered much interest this year. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned, drifting across the gentle breeze. That could be a good sign or a bad one. Yeah, I'll bet on myself again. I have to place a bet. It's fun. I mean, if I win, if against all odds I win again, I get a nice pot. If not, I've spent some money. I've invested in the economy of the host. If I just lose my bet. So yeah, I'll bet on myself. Another verse done, another smash hit with the crowd. I'm very much enjoying myself, and the noisy appreciation of the mob only lifts my spirit even higher. As I take in some applause after a particularly witty line, I can see one of my opponents, Jacob, rehearsing his lines with some scowl on his face. A further burst of ovation confirms my suspicion. He is clearly less than happy with the reception I'm getting. Well then, perhaps that miserable Bampot needs a line prepared especially for him. If God himself were here, surely he would say, beating Jacob at this is child's play. My score increases slightly. This is King Jacob of Frisia. Okay. Closer to forming a rivalry with him. Yeah, my chance of winning increases slightly. I'm good with that. 6% when I only have 14 doesn't sound like slightly to me, but whatever. Swithred glares at me intently, scroll and quill still in hand. He takes a deep breath and begins spewing some total nonsense I have no hope of understanding. Clearly whatever he is saying matters a lot to him as he continues to stare me down intently, as a few members of the hushed crowd gasp and whisper, doubtless translating the verses to their friends. Let's see, retaliate with an insult. 39% chance I increase slightly and gain 13 wit experience. 60% chance I decrease moderately. Either way, I lose stress and I grow closer to forming a rivalry with Prince Swithred. I must try to understand. 46% chance I increase greatly and get 13 experience in wit. or 53% chance my verse is ineffective, and I will also lose the 23 stress. No, I must try to understand. It's a better chance, and it doesn't hurt my relationship with Prince Withred. Oh, my score... Nice. My score increases greatly. I gained 13 trait experience wit. I am winning. Victory is so close. There are precious few competitors left to go, and even less time. It all comes down to this. One last verse. Watch me win again. That'd be hilarious. Trumpets sound. The crowd clamors. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's limelight is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy King Kopsij. Coming in close second, King Jacob. That, of course, leaves us with our victor, King Yudes. I knew I could win. I won. I actually won. That's cool, though. The top three were all kings. The host, the King of England, the King of Frisia, and, of course, the King of Aquitaine. Wow. I won. I actually won. In the Recital contest. Essentially a medieval rap battle. Alright. And we still have a wrestling contest as well, which I am currently guaranteed to qualify for. Cool. Wow. Money. Let's invest more in our military. Alright, let's increase the size of our initial light horsemen, since I can do that thanks to my Hastoluder trait, and my light footmen, and my bowmen. Let's go ahead and max out the light footmen. And that brings me down quite a bit, but that's okay. That's what money is for, to be invested in my kingdom. Investing in my men-at-arms is a big investment in my kingdom. The stronger my military, the easier it is to expand, the easier it is to defend ourselves. It's probably one of the best investments we can make at this point. Alright. I could go to the tourney grounds. It is my tradition. I will. I'm going to the tourney grounds right now. Squires laugh and joke when they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. Their knights are busy near their tents waiting. Among them I spot Turgdwal, Count Gralon's counselor. His skills have been greatly praised, and his name resonates as one of the possible victors. I could convince him to join my own council. No, oh, definitely not. I'm not poaching my, count's, counselor. That's not cool. Let's see. I do not wish to offend Count Gralon. That would just seem stupid. Alright, so I now have the first benefit from the wit track in Hastoluder, which is diplomacy +1. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see, next, I went to the tavern earlier. I believe I'll go to the, my initials necklace was destroyed. I'm sorry, my love. It was just way too expensive to repair, considering I don't use it and it doesn't give a decent benefit. I'm cynical. Sorry, I think like this. Okay, sentiment means nothing. Village. I will go here. Come all, come see the unsusceptible Bellasquita. A colorfully clad woman shouts, precariously balancing a shoe on her nose. I also know stories. Perhaps you'd like to hear something cheerful, like the tale of Geralt became friends with Quan Dubgale, she says while doing a handstand. Or perhaps my lord would rather hear a grim story, like the one where Harold of and Gargamel de Basson became rivals. Let's see. No boring stories. I want to see you juggle. I'll lose my non-existent stress. What grim disposition give me? Hostile scheme, success chance plus 10. Parochial vassal opinion plus 5. Yeah, the grim story will set the right tone. I could go to the tent camp, or the tavern again. Or I could go to the artisan quarters. I'll go to the artisan quarters again. See if there's anything worthwhile there. Browsing the wares on display in the tailor's shop, I spy a carefully wrapped package among the piles of garments and sundries. The tailor happily opens it for me, carefully untying the leather, bindings to reveal an exquisitely embroidered crest. The Carling crest. Let's see, I could say, do me a favor and burn it. I would... Oh. Duke Carloman of Bourbon gains 22 stress. My vassal. How did this fellow become my vassal? I don't know. Listen, I'll take these, but no word of it. I get erroneous identification. Oh, it would increase my scheme chance against House Carling. Interesting. Lovely. I want the Deloire crest. I would get exquisite crest for 5 years, which would give me plus 0.05 per month, renown per month. Or very nice work. Oh, I'd go into debt getting that, though. But for plus 0.05 renown per month, that's worth it. Lovely. I want the Deloire crest. And I'm in debt, but that's okay. I'll be out of it in like a month or so. A couple months. Probably sooner, because I'll probably win something here. Arrayed around the sand, shirtless contestants warm up for their bouts as the herald announces the contest commencement. Some of the competitors rub dirt into themselves, others opt for oils, all looking for scant advantage in the coming bouts. The wrestling qualifiers have come to an end. It's clear who will be put forward in the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd cheers leave me no question as to the favorites. For my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, Prince Swithred of Portsmouth. I have to place a bet. Well, I don't have gold to place a bet with, so no, I am ready. I will face the Prince of England. Oh, England and Wales. Nice. I am ready. As I disengage from a brief clinch with Swithred, I catch him by surprise and grab him by the neck. Completely unprepared, Swithred's neck audibly cracks from the impact, the force causing him to scream in panic. The crowd erupts, but the raucous cheers quickly die down to whispered confusion as I loosen my grasp. The moment my arm made contact, a sickening pop signaled that all was not well, and the pain juddering through my finger confirmed some manner of dislocation. Swithred is still gathering themselves. If I react quickly, perhaps. Let's see, right, well, there's only one thing for it. 20% I gain increase moderately. Or if I favor my other hand, I might still be able to win. I decrease slightly and have dislocated finger for 1 year. Or I am injured, I must get... No, if I favor my other hand, I might still be able to win. Considering I have a 90% progress to victory already, yeah. I'll go with that. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away a red rivulet from my forehead and consider the fight so far, musing about when my finger popped out of its socket. I am winning, I just need to hang on for victory. That liver looks vulnerable. Nope, that liver looks vulnerable is my best shot. A hand on their shoulder, a deft trip, and the almighty heave. We crash to the floor. All sound is labored breathing, and farther away, the roar of the crowd. I scramble on top of my adversary, straining to press home my advantage. Moments later, I manage to catch Swithred off guard. I don't waste the opportunity, grabbing him about the waist and throwing him with all might towards the edges, where he sprawls out of the ring. The judges call an end. I have won. Victory! The bout between Charles and King Cobsige has been decided. It was closely fought, but in the end, Charles threw Cobsige from the ring in a great cloud of dust. Charles is through to the semi-final. Alright, a fine contest. The wrestling quarterfinals are over. The herald booms. King Eudes of Aquitaine, King Jacob of Frisia, Charles and Eckehard have reached the semi-finals. My next bout will be against my fellow contestant, Eckehard. Oh man. Watch it come down to me and King Jacob. Two kings wrestle. Oh, the field of the cloth of gold. Let's see. No, I'm not conceding. I can do this. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollers of the crowd rain down around me. Eckehard is a little way away, the pair of us having disengaged briefly to catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quiets a bit as we begin to circle each other slowly. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. Eckehard's eyes narrow almost imperceptibly. As we circle, I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under Eckehard's right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost like Eckehard is limping slightly. Let's see. I have you now. 71% chance. Or he's bluffing. I'll fight on my own. No. I have you now. My score increases moderately. Excellent. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away a red rivulet from my forehead and consider the fight so far, musing about when my opponent paused to play to the crowd. I am winning, I just need to hang on for victory. Yeah, as always, that liver looks vulnerable is my best shot. A hand on their shoulder, a deft grip on an almighty heave. We crash to the floor, all sound is labored, breathing, and farther away the roar of the crowd. I scramble on top of my adversary, straining to press home my advantage. Moments later, I manage to catch Eckehard off guard. Nice. I don't waste the opportunity, grabbing him about the waist and throwing him with all my might towards the edges, where he sprawls out of the ring. The judges call an end. I have won. Victory! Please, King Jacob. I was so hoping that Jacob would win and be a wrestling match between kings for the final. The bout between Charles and King Jacob has been decided. Both contestants made good showings of their skill, but ultimately Charles firmly pinned Jacob and was declared the winner. Charles is through to the final. Ha, not this time, Jacob. That would have been epic, though. The wrestling semi-finals are over. The herald booms. King Eudes II of Aquitaine and Charles have reached the final. I have reached the final bout. Charles is all that stands between me and victory. I can do this. A feral shoulder bash from Charles thuds into my ribcage, and I am brought to the floor. But he doesn't follow me into a pin. It's with good reason, too, as my fist flashes through the air where his head would have been. The feeling out stages of this particular bout are clearly very much over. The two of us circle cautiously, Charles with the shadow of a sly grin. It is the calm before the storm, and a wily wrestler uses these moments to strategize. Let's see. Focus on headlocks. Work on body grapples. Just get him on the ground. 10%. Just get him on the ground. 86% increases slightly for me. 2% I gain prestige and increase moderately. 10% my tactic fails and it decreases slightly and I lose prestige. Just get him on the ground. My score increases slightly. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away a red rivulet from my forehead and consider the fight so far, musing about when I analyze my opponent to ensure success. I am winning, I just need to hang on for victory. And of course, that liver looks vulnerable. A hand on their shoulder, a deft trip, and an almighty heave. We crash to the floor, all sound is labored, breathing and farther away. The roar of the crowd. I scramble on top of my adversary, straining to press home my advantage. Moments later, I manage to catch Charles off guard. I make my move, pinning him soundly, holding him tightly in place as he struggles in vain to escape. The judges call an end. I have won. Victory. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin and assemble. The contest is over, and someone's limelight is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, King Eudes beat Charles in the final. Eudes is our winner. Truly, there are none in England that can match my skill. I won. I actually won. And I'm no longer in debt. Grand tournament conclusion. The sun comes down on the final... Oh, I got a prize necklace. Oh, man. Number of knights +1. Prestige per knight. Oh, and a prize brooch. Oh, it's a pedestal item for that one. Which gives me knight effectiveness and fertility and prestige. Oh my. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. My mastery of verse saw me the worthy winner of the recital. I was indomitable opponent and took first place in the wrestling. I look forward to the next one. What a great occasion. The tournament has at last drawn to a close. King Eudes the Honourable of Aquitaine gained... Okay, I'm reading something. Gained 150 prestige, gained 45 gold, and gained Iambic Virtuoso for 5 years again. Nice. I also gained 150 prestige and 45 gold, and accomplished grappler for 5 years. Nice. Became the owner of prize necklace and prize brooch. The necklace is a trinket that gives me prestige plus 0.12. It also gives me prestige per knight of plus 0.06 and number of knights +1, which currently would give me 19 knights. So 19 knights. Let me just whip out a calculator real quick, because I'm not good at off the top of my head like that math. Yeah, equipping that would, that's 1.14 prestige, plus the 0.12 from it, so it would be 1.26 prestige per month from wearing this necklace. And romance scheme power plus 12. I've already romanced my wife though, so I'm good. Okay, and the brooch, which is a pedestal item, gives me plus 20% fertility, 0.22 prestige, and knight effectiveness plus 8%, and courtly vassal opinion plus 5. Okay. What's this here? Travel, rare trinkets. The seas around here are thick with cisalpine traders going about their usual craft, carrying rare and exotic goods from one port to another. On one such merchant ship holds an item within that immediately takes my interest. The moment I lay eyes upon the Maritime Trading Handbook, I know I could never find anything like it back in Aquitaine, and I simply must be mine. Let's see. Naval speed plus 10%, monthly stewardship. It's a trinket. Monthly stewardship lifestyle experience plus 10%. Let's see, and mine it shall be. No, I'm not spending that much on it. I'm not going to steal it. Alas, I cannot justify such reckless spending. Finish Grand Tournament. Wow. And that's going to be it for today. What a time this has been for King Yudes II. He won the Recital of the Three Kings, and then won the wrestling match. Truly, there must be no greater hostilitor in the lands than King Yudes II, the Honorable. Let's go ahead and equip that new necklace before I forget about it. Let's see, this brooch gives me men-at-arms maintenance. What gives me a bonus to men-at-arms maintenance? Oh. Learning and prowess. Yeah, the prize brooch that was my father's will be switched out for this prize necklace. And yes, I do now have 19 knights. I currently gain a total of 8.3 prestige per month. Has there ever been a king like Yudes the Honorable? The worthy son of Yudes the Valiant. I really need to get around to landing my son. Soon, my son, soon. But that's going to have to wait till next time. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Crusader Kings 3 Angevin Dreams, and I am some guy you've never heard of. Unless, of course, you have.